Hi everyone, it's Dr. Murphy from the local healing house, and I'm coming to you today with my 30-day skincare challenge. I have just started in acupuncture, not acupuncture school, I've been doing that for years. Actually, esthetician school. The reason why I'm going to esthetician school is because I realized learning from an acupuncture cosmetic background there was something missing, and that was the ritual of beauty and the ritual of luxury. And I do want to enhance my own personal treatments, especially when I'm charging the prices that I'm charging. And I realized that when I compare my work up in a Forbes 5-star establishment versus down here on my local location, there is a little bit of a disconnect here versus what I do up in Aspen. So I wanted to strengthen my own expectations for my own business, and I want to be more knowledgeable. Yes, I understand herbs. I do a lot of herbal therapy, obviously, but I didn't have the other aspect, like the Western medicine, when it comes to skin. So I decided to take an esthetician school. And with that, I got a little gift, and it's called the Circadia treatment protocol that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to start this 30-day challenge for my skin today. This is going to include a gentle cleanser that I can do every single day. I do have sensitive skin, but this is step one, and this is every day. And this is a lipid replacing cleansing gel. So I'm excited about that. So that's going to be one we're going to be using. Now here's another one that I don't know if we can get that on there that I'm going to be able to use. But this is a little bit more intense. So I'm going to only do it maybe twice a week and see how my skin responds and build up from there. I do have a very nice blueberry and white tea mister, which isn't like a toner. So that's going to be fun. It's also moisturizing. I do have a AquaPorin hydrating cream that I'm going to be using in this process. Every single day, probably several times a day, I might carry it with me. And then every day we're going to be using a sunscreen. We've got a little spot treatment, and we have a vitamin C. And something I'm really excited about is the masks. So there's a wrong discipline, marshmallow, and then there's a pumpkin. We obviously use pumpkin a lot in Chinese medicine. It's really good for you. Actually for parasites on the seeds. So eat your pumpkin seeds. But the pumpkin is a little strong. So I'm going to use a 2-to-1 ratio, and I'm going to actually custom mix these together and see how my skin responds from there. So that will give me some tools to either make my mask a little bit stronger or make it a little bit more toned down. So I'm excited to see how that goes. One thing that I want to say about this challenge is my skin really struggles a lot, with dietary issues and with stress. So, I mean, you can see this is a red spot right here that kind of comes and goes. It's been checked out by the doctor. I think I got these because, I've been really stressed out, 2 full-time jobs and now school full-time. Up here, I think this is important to point this out. I had gone to someone to buy some skincare products from them, and I then found out a year later, after a severe sunburn, which led to these marks being created, that they were not FDA approved products. They were not legal in the country. They were essentially smuggled in, which is kind of funny because I also had smuggled in mushrooms, fungus, and the fungus and the skincare product both went really bad very quick. So I got a severe sunburn with this, and that's where these marks come from. I'm not expecting the stop spot to work on this one, but maybe more of these type of blemishes down here, but we will see. We'll test it out. You can see how dry my skin is, especially up in this well, I've always called it the butterfly zone, but I think it's called the T zone. You can see my veins under here. I've always been able to see veins. And you can just see how stressed out my capillaries are up in here. So I'm excited to see how this regimen is going to work out. And I'm also going to combine my knowledge of Chinese medicine in this, both internal and external medicines that we use in Chinese medicine, to also help nourish my skin. So I will be coming back and updating on that and giving additional challenges. So this is my 30-day skincare challenge with Circadia. And I really like that name a lot because it reminds me of the rhythm, the circadian rhythm that we follow in our lives, in our skin. It is constantly changing. It's under a lot of stress at different times. But more importantly, when you think about that rhythm of our skin, when we change locations, when we move, when anything happens within the environment, our skin responds to it. So there is that rhythm of our skin, and we have to help balance it out. If you live in Miami, Florida, you're in a very damp environment, your skin issues are going to be very different than where I'm at now, which is Colorado, which is very, very dry. So my skin responds a lot better out here. But with traveling to Egypt and then returning and then starting school full time, having my car blow up, not technically blow up, it's like not that big of a deal, I guess, but it was scary at the moment. But this is all reflecting on my face. So I'm going to start this challenge. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go wash my face, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to keep a very detailed dialogue on this process. So thank you very much. Follow me on Instagram. If you would be a doll, that would be great. Also, if you can buy some tea for me, that would be also great too. You know, not begging much on the tea thing, begging on the tea. It's on Amazon. Do that. But most importantly, if you would like to help support me in my adventures that I've been posting online with the travel, please do subscribe to my page. Check out my websites because, you know, I work pretty hard, but I also like sharing my knowledge, and I'm trying to get that in. So thank you and have a great day.